Hello.
Hello, Vlada. You're late again. You're 4 minutes late. It has become
Sorry.
your nasty habit
No, it's just I was late because my work.
because of your work, not because of your work.
Because of my work. Yes.
Okay. I hope that you understand that now you are being recorded. I just wanted to know that. Okay. So for
Mm-hmm.
that reason, before you say something out, make sure that you are not going to make a mistake. Okay. Because you are being recorded to show off your speaking skills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The main reason why I have decided to skip the homework check uh, episode of our class is that you are in for a speaking test because we have finished the second unit
Mm-hmm.
of the pre-intermediate, right? And just to
Mm-hmm.
show off your speaking skills, you need some time to practice your speaking skills. And for that reason, I have prepared a few questions, okay? And today, you
Mm-hmm.
are going to practice speaking. And while you are working out the answer to another question of mine, please make sure that you incorporate all the structures we have covered and as great vocabulary as you can. By great vocabulary, I mean the idioms and phrasal verbs we have covered so far. All right. Before we start the practice, or before you start practicing your
Mm-hmm.
English, let's brush up on what structures we have already covered. So what structures do you think you
Mm-hmm.
must be able to use correctly when speaking English?
Um, Present simple, present
The
perfect,
tenses. The,
past. Yes.
okay.
Also, there's the second conditional and the third conditional,
And the first
gerund.
condition too, why not?
And the first condition too. Also, gerund and infinitive.
The gerund and the
Past
infinitive.
full,
Mhm.
the gerund and the infinitive. Past full one. Um, what else?
The complex object, actually.
A complex, there's complex object. Uh,
There is, there are.
mm, there is the ram,
The
any,
quantifiers.
some.
The quantifiers. Some, many.
Uh, mhm. Um, uh,
It's high
Modal
time.
verbs.
It's high time. Remember that? We talked about this structure in the previous lesson. It's high time
Mm-hmm.
that we did something.
Yes.
Yes, and right. You mentioned the modal verbs, right? Because we need to we sometimes need to use them. Actually, not sometimes. We often need to use them correctly, especially when we make another assumption. In this case, you use the verb
Mm-hmm.
may, for example, or might. Okay, thank you. So, I've asked you uh, uh, to recall all these structures so that you understand what I expect you to come up with such an answer, which incorporates all these structures. Okay, not all of them. Of course, it's impossible to come up with such an answer, but as many as possible, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The questions themselves are not that hard to answer, but this is the
Mm-hmm.
main, I would say, difficulty about them, because the easier a question seems to be to answer, the more challenging it is in reality to deal with. Because many people believe, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I know the answer to this question. It's very easy to do. They ask me about simple things, so it's okay with me. No, no. You pay money and you work on yourself in order to speak English not only correctly and not at a low level, on the contrary, a high level. For that reason, you must use such super duper structures. Okay, I will give you some
Mm-hmm.
hints. Okay, but mainly, I want you to work out your answers on your own. I will give you some time for consideration, but I want you to um, uh, how to say, to work on the answer to a given question, not inwardly but outwardly. Okay. In other words, I want to hear your thoughts. And theoretically, your oral answer should sound like a micro essay, which you would write. Okay, but you are not writing. Okay, you are not asked to write anything, but your answer should be like a micro essay. I hope that you've got a picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold a second. I need to take a piece of paper to write down my comments on the quality of the answer. Hold on a second, please. Yeah, here it is. So, ready?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, Vlad, my first question is the following. How much time do you spend with your family?
First of all, I would like
No, no,
to
no, no, no,
say
no, no,
that
no, 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 no. Don't start answering immediately. Think first. What structures you can include into your answer to show off your speaking skills, that you know this, you know that. Okay? First thing, I'm not telling you, oh, come on, as fast as possible. No, no, no. Take your time. But please, give me your thoughts. Which structures you may include or you should include into your answer. In other words, you should show me that you are a great English speaker. Take your time. Come on. So the question is again, how much time do you spend with your family?
Firstly, I should use the present perfect, because when I want to tell you how long I live with my family.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Or maybe present perfect continuous, actually.
Present perfect, yes, present perfect continuous.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing to do.
Also, there are, I can use when I tell you how much reason
Maybe how many reasons?
How many reasons I have to no, how many ways I have to spend time with my family.
Okay. Maybe you should write down your ideas, what you should include into your answer. Okay, what else? What other structures do you think you could and you should include into your answer?
The second conditional, when I want to tell you that if I had such an opportunity,
Yes,
I
okay,
would.
okay, I've got it. Yes, it's a good idea. Anything else? In the grammatical terms.
So let me think. Present simple.
Of course, present simple, because we talk about something which occurs regularly. Yeah, but let me give you.
And past simple too.
Yeah, but let me give you a word of advice. You just mentioned that you might use the past simple tense. Yes, but to use just the past simple tense is very easy to deal with too. How about the structure used to?
Mm-hmm.
For example, that long time ago you used to do this or you used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fixing down this idea somewhere?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
And what about this structure? To be used to doing something. To be used to.
yes, I can use it too.
Yeah, I guess it's a good idea to use this structure when answering this question too. I guess that's enough. Okay, this is a grammatical side, the grammatical side of the matter. What about the vocabulary side of the matter, Vlada? Or which vocabulary units, word collocations can you use? Answering this question again, the question is, how much time do you spend with your family?
Mm,
Idioms
I can
maybe, or phrasal verbs.
um as much as possible.
It's rather grammatical. It's double S construction. It's a very good one, but it's grammatical as much as possible. But I'm asking you about the vocabulary side of the matter.
Mm,
For example, have a ball with your family doing something. Why not?
mm-hmm. Yes, have a ball.
Write it down somewhere.
Also,
Write it down. Fix
yes,
it down.
I do it. I do it.
I am doing,
Also,
Vlad, I am doing it.
I'm doing it.
Mhm.
Um, as busy as a bee.
Yes, very good. As busy as a bee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will
Mm,
give you 15 seconds uh, to make up a story, okay? Not a story, but to answer to answer this question inwardly, okay? And then you will start
mm-hmm.
answering. 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
There is a good verb, concoct. To concoct a story, that means to prepare or um, to make or to cook something using different ingredients. It corresponds to the Russian expression svarganit. So I want you to concoct an answer to this question. Okay, ready, Vlada?
Um,
Your time
yes.
is up. Your time is up. Okay, let's pretend that you haven't done anything, any preparation work. Hello, Vlada. I would like to ask you a few questions. My first question is, uh, how much time do you spend with your family?
First of all, I would like to say that I'm fond of spending time with my family. Fortunately, we live together, and that's why we can spend a lot of time together. But if I had such an opportunity to um, see them more, I um, I would do it. There are a few reasons why why I am crazy about having time with my family. Firstly, because uh, um, they used to live in the other town um many years, and we couldn't spend a lot of time together. So, but we are living together now, and we we mm, trying to find a lot of ways to um, do something together. When they so but the problem is that I'm used to traveling a lot. That's why I spend a lot of time in other countries and can't see them every day. Also, my parents always as busy as a bee. This is the other reason why we couldn't be together all the time. But on the weekends, we always have a ball together, go out, go to the theater or to the cinema. Um, we just um, do all to have common memories.
Okay, thank you. Now, I've got a picture. So it was a good answer. Thank you very much. And indeed, you have managed to show off your deep understanding how English works. Really good work. Well done. Thank you. However, you made some mistakes. Ready to listen to them? So
Yes.
let's analyze your mistakes. First of all, your main question was about how much time you spent together. You said you answered this question partially, I would say, because yeah, you mentioned that you live together. However, some time ago you lived separately, as I understand, right? You are in one place and your parents lived in another one, etc. And now you have reunited, yes, and since then you have been living together. First of all, you were going to use the present perfect continuous tense, but for some reason you decided not to. I don't know why. Secondly, you said in the other town. My parents lived in the other town, you said. Actually, in another town. We've got some problems with the connection. Vlada, are you here with me? Yeah, you are back. Can you hear me, Vlada?
Yes, something bad with my connection.
Okay, so I want to say that you said that your parents lived in, you said the other town. No, in another town. You don't say which town they lived in.
In another town.
Why another, not the other? Because you don't say which city they lived in. Any other town. For that, that's why we're saying you should have said in another town. Then you said they lived in another town many years, actually for many years.
For many years, yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Then you said, and of course, we are trying to find new ways. So why did you use the present continuous tense? You don't do it right now. You do it periodically. For that reason, I would have said, so we try to find new other ways. Then you also made some phonetical mistake. You said, oh my God. Okay. You mispronounce the word cannot, saying can't. It's a bad word. It's a bad English word. You should have said can't or can't, the American style. Then you said, this is the other reason. Again, this is another reason.
This is another reason.
You are a Russian speaker and I know some Russian. And I can tell you when you should use another. If it corresponds to the Russian word еще одна, In this case, you say another. Это еще одна
Mm-hmm.
причина. This is another reason.
Mm-hmm.
Then you said, that's so we live together and we have a ball and go to the cinema. I guess in this case, you should have used the present, the participle one structure. We have a ball together going to the cinema. Now I've got some problems with my connections. It's a low quality of the connection from my side. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm back. It's the low quality from my side. I'm sorry. Can you hear me, Vlada?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Now,
Did you hear
sorry.
what I told you about going to the cinema?
No, unfortunately.
I want to say that you said, and at weekends you said we have a ball and go to the cinema. Why didn't you say we have a ball, что делая, going to the cinema? I guess in this case it would have been much
Mm-hmm.
better. Agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the last moment, you said, and we do all possible. It's comprehensible, but not the best word choice. It would have been much better if you had said, so we do everything to do some in order to blah 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 blah. Did you hear me, Vlada?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So that was your first shot, your first attempt. Now, I've got some other questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is the following. Vlada, how do you get to work? How do you get to work? Again, I will give you some time to think over what you should include into your answer. Okay?
Mm, yes.
Did you hear the question, Vlada?
Can you repeat, please?
Oh, no problem. How do you get to work?
How do you get to work?
Right. Correct. How do you get to work?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So take your time to work out a good answer to this question.
Mm-hmm.
So, Vlada, come on. Remember that I expected to work out, to come up with a good answer to this question. Again, the question is, how do you get to work? Come on.
Mm-hmm. Should I tell you about structures which I
No, 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 no. the answer itself.
Okay. Firstly, I would like to tell that first I would like to tell you that I have an online job. That's why I work from home and I don't need to go out to get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um, Also, for my work, I need only my phone, so I can work from home, from any cafe, some cafe, um, or or to be, or when I in another country, like now. Because for my work, I need only my phone. I can be everywhere. Um, that I'm so happy to have an online job because I don't need to wake up early. It really um, makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I worked offline 1 year ago,
Mm-hmm.
uh, like a manager um, in a cafe,
Mm-hmm.
and I and mm, I didn't like it because the best way for me to be flexible, to travel, um, or spend time with my family and with my friends, and don't think about um, uh, not don't mm, think about time when I should wake up and go to work.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I have heard your answer. What I have noticed about you, you do like speaking English. Do you think it's a good thing to do?
Speak English?
Yeah, to speak English.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
yes.
Generally speaking, on the whole, it's a good thing to do. If somebody likes to speak English, so that's a good thing. It's a great thing, I would say. But sometimes, it may turn out to be not that good. And unfortunately, in this case, this is, in your case, it's the opposite side of the matter. Why am I saying such words to you now? Because the question was about your traveling to work. You said that you don't have to do that, okay? And then you started to to tell me about the things you like doing and what you exactly like about your work. This is an answer to another question.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you understand what I'm driving at, because the major part of
Yes,
your answer is not the correct and direct answer to my question, okay?
yes. I'm like a chatterbox.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying that you do like speaking English, and it's a good thing actually. But next time, please try to analyze the question itself. What exactly you should answer. In this case,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to speak on and on, no problem. Just make up a story saying that, oh, I used to have a car, but it was a lemon and it would often break down. The engine wouldn't work, and because of that, I often had to get to work by bus, overcrowded bus, and it wasn't very convenient. And recently, you've bought a new car, and now you're happy because since then, you have been driving a very cool Mercedes, which costs an arm and a leg. Now, this is the usual way how you get to work. You see?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Then let's go over some mistakes which you made while answering this question. Um, so, for example, you said, uh, um, I have an online job, right? That's what you said.
Yes.
In this case, instead of have, you should have said do. I do an online job. Then I also believe that if you wanted to tell me something about the positive side of your work, of the work you do, you should have used the word advantages. For example, at this point, I would like to tell you about the advantages of the job I do. The word advantages. I wanted to hear the word advantages. Do you know the word advantages?
It's like pluses.
Pluses, yeah, positive moments.
Pluses.
Yeah. Then you said one of the advantages, you said, oh, I can work from any place. And actually that was correct. But then a second later, you changed everything and you said, I can work in some cafe. Excuse me, in some cafe or in any cafe?
And
Any, but you said some. Then also you should have said, because I like it, I like the way I work because I can stay in touch with my clients through the internet, for example. But you didn't say that. Then you said, I worked like a manager. Why like? You worked as a manager, not like a manager.
yes.
And then you said that you didn't like it. You didn't like that position. I guess that if you had introduced this idea with a linking device, for example, like this, I should admit that I didn't like that position. That would have been much better. Okay, thank you. Now, let's proceed to some other questions. Ready?
Yes.
Vlada, what is your favorite season of the year? So I will give you some time to come up with an answer to this question, okay? In other words, I want you to think critically and turn on your imagination and your analytical thinking skills to understand which structures you should include into your answer. Remember, the more, the better, but you should make sure that you're answering this particular question. Again, the question is, what is your favorite season of the year? Did you get it? Okay, take your time. Are you ready, Vlada?
Uh, uh, 1 more minute, okay?
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah, okay. I'm all ears. Come on. So, Vlada, what is your favorite season of the year?
My summer is my favorite season of the year. Because there are a few reasons why I'm crazy about summer. Firstly, because I love the warm sunshine and the long days. When it's summer, I can wear my favorite dresses and shoes, and I also enjoy eating ice cream and having picnics in the park. Um, in the summer, I often go swimming in the pool or at the beach. But if I could, I would spend the whole summer at the beach. Um, it would be so much fun. Uh, but unfortunately, uh, it's very cold in Moscow um, in the autumn, in the winter, in the spring too. That's why the only that's why um I I'm crazy about traveling to enjoy summer, even it's not even it's winter in Russia. But sometimes it gets too hot, and I wish for a cool breeze. And if it's too hot outside, I stay inside and watch movies or read books. And I might even invite my friends for a barbecue. Um, Finally, I'm fond of summer because it's a time for relaxation and having a ball. And I can't wait for the next summer to come around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 1 second, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I understood your position, and I understand why you like summer. Well, I just let me give you a word of advice. Sometimes the phrase which I'm going to give you can be a good start. For example, answering your question, I would like to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were in the shoes, I would write it down somewhere in a notebook. Again, answering your question, I would like to say that, or I would like to mention that, whatever. Then
Mm-hmm.
you said that you like to do something, to have a barbecue. I'm sorry, to have a picnic. You said in the park. Actually, better in a park. Then you said
Mm-hmm.
at the beach. Why at the beach? Actually, if you want to lie on the sand of the beach, we say on the beach, but not at the beach. Because if you say at the beach, it means that somewhere around, but not exactly on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is another phrase from your answer which I failed to understand. You said, even it's winter in Russia. Now you can say something in Russian. What exactly did you mean to say when you were telling me that phrase? Even it's
Uh,
winter in Russia.
um, that I can be in summer, even it's winter in Russia.
I'm afraid I didn't hear. Can you say that in Russian, please?
Ну, то, что я могу наслаждаться летом, даже если сейчас в Москве зима,
Oh,
например.
why didn't you say exactly like this? That you can enjoy having summer when it's winter in Russia. In this, if you said something
Uh,
like this, if you had said something like this, it would have been more comprehensible. Then you said stay inside.
mm-hmm.
Better say. So you also said you said relaxation. Frankly speaking, I have never heard such a word. Maybe you meant to say relaxation.
Relaxation, yes, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Then, I believe that if you describe something you really like, you you can use the verb look forward to, because you might have said when summer when the summer season is over, I look forward to the next one. Yes, look forward to the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now let's proceed to the next question. So, ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, Vlada, do you watch television a lot?
Mm-hmm.
So I will give you some time to think over your next answer, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wally, I think let me make some tea, okay? Because I'm thirsty. I'm sorry.
Of course.
Thank you. I'll be back in half a minute. Vlada, I'm back holding a cup of tea. Are you here with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I hope that you are ready with the answer. Come on. Ready?
Mm, 1 second.
So the question is, do you watch television a lot?
Answering your question, I would like to tell you that I'm not fond of watching television a lot, preferring to watch YouTube or Instagram more. But I'm used to watching a TV no more than once a month. Um, Usually I turn on my TV set to watch my favorite show, Natal Chart, uh, which uh, um which showed only once a month. But when I was a child, I watched television every day, exactly cartoons,
Mhm.
uh, because I think I didn't have internet or um, modern and a modern phone to watch cartoons there.
Okay.
That's why I. Mhm. But I'm sure that I've had such an opportunity to have as a good phone as I have now. I would use it instead of watching television
Could you
because
repeat,
it's more convenient. You can. Mhm.
could you repeat the sentence, please? If
I believe that if I had such an opportunity to have as good phone as I have now, I would use it to watch cartoons
Okay.
or some shows for children because I believe that it's more convenient to choose what you want to watch now instead what you can
Mm-hmm.
watch now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, on the whole, your answer is more or less okay, but you made some mistakes. The first mistake, you said watch a TV. We never say watch a TV. Watch TV,
Watch TV, yeah.
no, not a TV. Then you said which is we said which showed actually which is shown is the passive voice structure. Passive which is shown. Do you remember we talked about this partially? We touched this matter to be
Mm-hmm.
done. And the Russian word "транслироваться" is translated into English as broadcast. And the third form is broadcast too. And you could have said, my unfortunately or fortunately, my favorite program is broadcast once a month. Then you said,
Mm-hmm.
I often watched, but if you say something which you did quite often instead of using the past simple form.
Used.
Uh, of course, used to. You used to watch cartoons. And then you made another serious mistake, and actually, it upset me a bit. The last sentence with if. You said, if I had uh, such an opportunity, you are talking about the past, something which happened in the past.
Ah, yes, yes.
For that reason, you should have used the third conditional structure.
The
If
third
I
condition,
had
yes.
had such an opportunity to watch something with my cell phone, which I have now, I would, or it
I
would
would.
have been much more convenient because you refer
Mm-hmm.
to the past when you are saying what you might have done in the past. It's definitely the third conditional structure. Okay, I hope that is clear to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my next question. Vlada, what is your favorite sport and why? Or why not?
Mm-hmm.
So take your
What is my
time.
favorite sport?
Right. Vlada, ready?
Uh, can I have 1 moment,
No
please?
problem. No problem. Take your time. The time is up, Vlada. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Answering your question, I would like to tell you that I'm crazy about playing basketball. I have been playing basketball for 10 years now, but I should admit that I'm not a professional player. It's just one of my hobbies. When I was a child, I used to play basketball with my friends every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 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 Also, I would like to watch some basketball plays um, on TV when I'm off. It makes me uh, happy. Mm, uh, by the way, um, when I have a chance to play wait, when I have a chance, when I have an opportunity to play basketball, I will do it.
Okay, but what about the frequency of playing basketball? How often do you play basketball? And who are your usual basketball partners to play it?
Mm-hmm. Um, uh, I'm used to playing basketball once a week. Uh, I uh, I usually do it with my friends, which uh, with my friends. Um, it's mm, we believe that it's better to play basketball than to go to nightclub, for example,
Yes, especially on Friday night
because
with Nurik. Hmm.
yes, because it makes us healthier and stronger. Um, and also it helps us
Hmm.
to clean our minds.
Hmm. Is that all?
Uh, because uh, fresh because fresh air and exercises always mm, um, can because they all of this help us to forget about our problems, our works, and just mm, enjoy our play.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. First of all, not admit, but admit, Vlada.
Admit, yes, yes.
This is not the first time you are making such a mistake. Not admit, but admit. Then, when you said that you are not a professional basketball player, yeah, you can say that, but also there is a great word amateur, which means non-professional. Amateur,
Mm-hmm.
this is the spelling, but amateur is the way how it sounds. It means lubitel. Then,
Mm-hmm.
I guess that you could have used the third conditional structure in your answer. For example, I'm pretty sure that if I hadn't played or if I hadn't practiced playing basketball in my childhood, um, my future would have been much worse, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Then you said, it makes me happy. Well, it's a very, very common phrase, I guess that
Primitive.
uh, primitive, yeah. You could have said like this, or I always jump to the opportunity to watch um, basketball matches when they are on. And
Mm-hmm.
you also could have said like this, watching another basketball match makes me full of enthusiasm to go on practicing basketball with my friends who share my passion for the game. Again, I
Mm-hmm.
will repeat this phrase. I guess it's not a bad one. Watching another, очередной in Russian, watching another basketball match makes me full of enthusiasm to go on practicing playing basketball with my friends who share my passion for the game. Then you said, you could have said, by doing this, we keep fit. Do you remember that in the previous class,
Mm-hmm.
you did a test, right? And one of the questions included this phrase, to keep fit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that it would have been wonderful if you had included this phrase into answer. Then you said fresh air. No, the fresh air. The fresh air, and this is the phrase I want you to use next time. This or that keeps us off our troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Are you writing down these phrases into your notebook?
Yes.
Keep us off our troubles. It means that предохраняет нас от наших problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. So my next question. Ready?
Yes.
So, do you enjoy cooking, Vlada? Do you enjoy cooking?
Mm-hmm.
So take your time to think over the answer to this question. Vlada, ready?
1 second. I'm ready.
Okay, glad to hear that. So
Um,
I'm all ears.
mhm. Answering your question, I would like to tell you that I have never been crazy about cooking. My parents have always cooked themselves, and I could help them too sometimes, but I wasn't full of enthusiasm at such moments. But now the situation has changed. I'm far away from my family and I have to cook by myself. And to my surprise, I even like it. I'm fond of surprising my friends with new lovely dishes. But most of all, I like to decorate my dishes beautifully. So, and this trip helps me to uh, know myself on the other hand, on the other side, because I didn't know that I can cook so well.
Is it all?
Yes.
1 second, please. Now, in this case, in this case, you could have, and I believe should have used the phrase, I should admit that.
I should admit that.
Yeah, должна признать что. Then
Mm-hmm.
you also could have said, for some reason, I have started to like doing this.
I have started to like doing this.
Yeah, because it still happens for that reason. We use the present perfect tense. I have started. Then,
Mm-hmm.
what does this mean? You said so, and frankly speaking,
Mm-hmm.
when you put these two words together, uh, both these two words make
Mm-hmm.
something. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They too confuse me, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't get what you mean to say when you say so and. Then you said
Mm-hmm.
size on the other size. You said what exactly? Razmir on the other size. You said
Uh, Side.
exactly not size but side. And also, you could have said you could have used the word discover. So you have discovered a cooking talent in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, I have discovered a super cooking talent inside myself. By this, I mean to say that
Mm-hmm.
a great cook have been slipping inside me all the time. But recently, I have started to um, read a lot of cookery books in order to increase my cooking skills. And now I want to say that I can cook a lot of delicious dishes, a lot of delicious food of different nations. For example, I travel a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and wherever I go, the first thing I want to find out is the local cuisine. I go to after I have arrived um, in this or that country, I pick up some cookery books. And of course, I go to local restaurants and cafes in order to try the food served in the local restaurants and cafes. And if I like it, I ask the chef to share some secrets, cooking secrets of the food. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they don't tell me no. And when I'm back home, I always try to do the same. And if it's okay, I invite my friends to my place, so that they try my new dish so that they try my new dish. And I guess it's a good thing to do. I have just given you uh,
Examples.
an example, yes, a model or a model. So my next question, ready?
Yes.
So, what is you have just told me that you like traveling. In other words, that
Mm-hmm.
I can consider you to be a tourist. Yes, I guess to some extent
Yes.
it's possible to say that you are a tourist. So tell me, please, what is your favorite country to visit as a tourist? Why? Why? What do you like about this country? I guess I know which country you're going to talk about answering this question. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure who else you're going to talk about in your answer. Camila. Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, so take your time to answer this question, please. Again, the question is, as a tourist, which country do you consider the best to visit and why?
Mm-hmm.
So, Lada, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's get started then.
So first of all, I would like to say that the first time I visited Turkey, that my favorite country to visit is Turkey, and I visited Turkey. Uh, and the first time when I visited Turkey was a year ago, and I should admit that immediately fell in love with it. I'm fond of flying to Turkey for several reasons. First and foremost, the beautiful beaches and clear blue waters are a major attraction. The warm climate is another reason. I enjoy it so much as mm, enjoy it so much. Turkish cuisine is also a big um, draw. I love trying traditional dishes like kebabs and dardurma, baklava. Additionally, Turkey's rich history and mm, diverse culture um, can teach me a lot of things about this country. Finally, the warm weather and mm, the warm hospitality of the Turkish people makes me feel welcome uh, and like at home every time when I visit this country. If I had such an opportunity uh, to fly to Turkey more than once a year, I would do it.
Okay.
Now I have been in Turkey for 2 weeks, and I'm fond of being there.
Yeah. You are enjoying your being there.
Yes,
Don't say yes.
I'm enjoying to I'm enjoying to have been there.
No, of course no. We never use infinitives after the verb enjoy. I'm enjoying
I'm enjoying.
them.
Uh, I'm enjoying. Uh, to have
We
been.
can't say to. To have me is an infinitive. And we never use infinitives after the verb enjoy. You know that. So
I know,
you
but I'm
mhm,
enjoying.
it doesn't matter. You're enjoying
Um,
now. It's the present continuous tense. That's why you are saying enjoying. I'm enjoying. But after the verb enjoying, we must use a gerund.
I know. I'm enjoying having been here.
Why having been? Just you are enjoying being there or staying there.
Being here.
Let's analyze this phrase again. I'm enjoying staying in Turkey now. So let's analyze it. First of all, we got two verbs in this, two words in this sentence with the same ending, ing ending, enjoying and
Mm-hmm.
staying. However, they belong to different types of parts of the speech. Enjoy is
Mm-hmm.
participle one because you are doing now is the present continuous tense. That's why you are saying I'm enjoying, but staying or being is a gerund because after the verb enjoy, no matter which tense it takes,
Mm-hmm.
we must use a gerund. For that reason, you are saying I'm enjoying staying in Turkey now, or I'm enjoying
Mm-hmm.
being in Turkey now. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's start from the very beginning. You said, the first time I visited Turkey, blah, blah. You have forgotten that there is a rule regarding the correct position of the verb first in the sentence. It's usually placed right before the main verb. And for that reason, you should have said, I first
I
went to
first
Turkey.
visited.
Yes, I first visited, I first went to Turkey, blah, 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 blah. Then you said, uh, another reason I enjoy, you said. Actually, stylistically, it would have been much better if you had said, another reason why I enjoy going to Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Why? This is the conjunction missing in the sentence. Clear?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Then you mentioned the word culture. and you said out some word before the word culture, and frankly speaking, I failed to understand which word you said out. You said blah 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 culture. Can you repeat this word? Which word did you use before the word culture?
To be honest, I don't remember
Okay,
which
okay.
word,
That's
but
good.
uh,
Then how do you pronounce the word gostepриимство in English?
um, hospitality.
No, it's pronounced hospitality.
Hospitality.
Yeah, hospitality. Then you said, when I visit Turkey, I do this or I do that. I guess that in this case, it would have been much better to say whenever I visit Turkey, I do this or I do that. Когда
Mm-hmm.
бы ни, whenever. Then you said, if I had an opportunity to fly to Turkey more often, I would do it, you said. Yeah, it's grammatically all right, but stylistically, it's a bit awkward. I would have said like this. So I wouldn't ever miss this or such an opportunity. I hope that you are writing down these words now. I wouldn't ever miss such a brilliant opportunity.
I wouldn't never
Ever. I
miss.
wouldn't ever.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot say never because there is the particle not. We can't
Mm-hmm.
we can't have two negative forms in one sentence. Again, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't ever miss
Mm-hmm.
such a brilliant opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So Vlada, and I've got the last question. So what's your favorite color? It's not an easy question to answer, so think properly, okay? What is your
If you're not a child, it's very difficult to answer.
okay, you are not a child any longer,
But
so
it's very easy for children. They all know all about themselves, not like adults.
yeah, you're right saying that. Ready, Vlada?
Yes.
Okay, come on. Let's get started then.
Answering your question, I would like to tell you that pink is my favorite color. And there are a few reasons why I love it so much. Firstly, because pink is a very cheerful color, and when I see it, it makes me feel happy and brings a smile to my face. Second, the second reason is um, no. Second, because pink is a color often associated with kindness and love. It's a warm and gentle color that makes me think of mm, my family and love and my friends. Also, because when I was a child, my favorite toy was Barbie, and uh, as you know, Barbie always wears pink clothes,
No, I don't know.
and I think that everybody knows it. And she lives in the pink world, and that's why I have been crazy about this color for many years.
Mhm.
And also light pink feels delicate and calm, while bright pink is mm, bold and exciting.
Wow.
Uh, yes, in conclusion, pink is my favorite color because it's cheerful, kind, um, fashion, fashion, and it brings joy to my life. And I love how it can be both gentle and strong in the same time. Um, as I told, and as I said before, whenever I see pink, I am reminded of love, beauty, happiness.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Now let's go over your answer. Uh, you mispronounced the word associated. It should sound like this, associated.
Associate, associated.
Yeah, and there is a good expression. I'm not sure that these days it's widely used by native speakers, but a while ago it was quite common among native speakers to be used. When you want to say that everybody, каждый дурак это знает, каждый ежик это знает in Russian, so they also have a similar expression with the same meaning. Every barber knows that. Let me write it down in our chat room. So every barber, every barber knows that. If I'm not mistaken, this is the expression. So every barber knows that. Then you said it brings a smile on my face, right? You said something like this. So actually it brings on a smile on my face because to bring on is a phrasal verb, which means вызывать. So it brings on a smile on my face. You hear
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yes.
Then you also used the same verb bring. You said it brings joy to my life. Yes, something like that. You said something like that.
Yes.
I would say it adds joy to my life. Добавляет.
Yes.
Then, as I said before, better if you had said as I mentioned above,
About. Mhm.
not about above, ранее,
About.
as I mentioned
Yes.
above. It's a very good answer, by the way. I like it because traditionally, this question about somebody's favorite color usually brings about great problems because people, especially those who cannot um, activate their fantasy, their imagination, experience great problems when answering this question. They don't know what to include into their answer. All they can say is just to
Mhm.
mention their favorite color, but when it comes to explaining why, so they pass, they don't know what to say. But you managed to do that. Thank you. Well, Vlada, thank you very much. Our class is over. Well, and I hope that it will help you to be prepared for the coming speaking examination better. And you
Mhm.
psychologically, in psychological terms, you will be ready to answer any question because you might have noticed that the range of the questions was absolutely different. And I hope that it will help you to deal with the questions when answering them. All right. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Okay, see you next time.